Hello guys, this is part 2 of my TI diary update, room inspection. This is Pearly Gardiner, targeted individual Australia, mind control victim since birth, got sold out to the Australian Security Intelligence Organization along with the other 5 intelligence agencies in Australia. In the year 2000, via my honey trap first ex-husband. Anyways, so guys, this is the second part. I will now discuss the third room that I've inspected yesterday, Saturday. This one, this is 265 per week. Okay, so I went there. I think I went there around 3 o'clock. I think, yeah. And this one, 265, includes utility bills and internet. The house is actually cozy, like it's a modern house inside. But then, okay, and the only thing about it is that it's in front of a bus stop, and the corner is a very, very busy road, Sunny Holt Road. Yeah. And then when I got there, she was showing me the room, she was showing me the kitchen, the bathrooms, and stuff like that. And then she said, the availability is on the 18th. Yeah. So I didn't know if if we spoke about anything that she told me on the text. I will review the text if she the I mean I will review the correspondence that we had if she told me that it's available. It will only be available on the 18th of July, because I need to be out here before the 12th of July. But I know for sure, dear handler, that these are all manufactured chaos. Hyper game theory, okay? I know for sure. But in fairness, I still have to leave to move out anyway because the room has no window. Yeah. There's no air circulation here. It's like I'm in a, what you call that? In Tagalog, Bartolina. What is that one? Like, I don't know the English of that. I will have to ask someone. If you are watching this and you know what Bartolina in English, please comment below. Okay, okay, so in front of a bus stop, corner, Sunny Holt Road, and then she said to me, "Oh, sorry, I can't sign the rent form from Centrelink." That's what she said. Okay. So I didn't really stay that long, and I was telling her like, "Oh, don't worry, I will have to ask my landlord and if I can stay there until on the 18th. And don't worry, because the last time I went to Centrelink in Hornsby, the female staff there and I got that on audio recording or video recording. The staff told me at Centrelink Hornsby that if your landlord don't want to sign the rent form, we can remedy it. Yeah. And also this with sister with the M, initial M, because she's very dear to my heart. And the last name is DG. She told me like, oh, if your landlord doesn't want to sign the form, you can actually show your bank statement that your rent is that amount, something like that. Yeah. So the main thing I didn't like it is it's the corner is Sunny Holt Road, and it's very busy, and it's in front of a bus stop. So of course, my handler will come up with more street theater, right? And harassments, noise harassments, because it's along the road. Yeah. Okay, so that one I already sent her a message that I will not go for that for her. I will not take the room. Yeah, I sent her a message. And today, 5th of July, Sunday, I don't know. I don't know if this got something to do with me being a mind control victim, but I mixed up the appointment, and maybe because I didn't had a look on the. Let me check my notes. Ah, yeah, I didn't check I actually did not check my notes before I left. So all I was thinking was that my 3 o'clock appointment will be the one in Dunside. So I actually went to Dunside, but it's the other way around. My 3 o'clock appointment is the one in Conjola Place in Woodcroft. Yeah. And then I didn't know why. I will say that later. Okay, so when I went to Conjola, I went to number 3. I didn't know if it was an injected thought impulse that I went to number 3. I will not mention the number of the house that I will be renting the room, because it is more likely that I will take this one, the one in Woodcroft. Um, First and foremost, it's close to Blacktown, and it's close to my 3 clients that I'm regularly cleaning once a month. The 2 Polish ladies and one the Indian couple who are, I don't know if it's true that they are in North Carolina right now, because she said that she will not let me come for the whole month of July. So with all of these things, um I don't really like sometimes when they say things. I don't really trust it. Like, if it's true, then that's good. If it was true that they're in America right now in North Carolina, the Indian couple that I clean here in Woodcroft every 2 weeks. Anyway, so that's the one. What happened? Okay, so I went now to see. I mixed up the appointment because I didn't look at my notes. So the one in Conjola Place in Woodcroft, I met Mrs. DLR. That's the I will not that's the, what you call it, initial, Mrs. DLR, in her couple friends from the Baptist Church, and her husband Roger. I met them today there. So she actually showed me 3 available vacant rooms. One is downstairs, but there is a Wi-Fi right next to the bed heads. Because I actually prefer really ground floor, to be honest. But this one, it has a Wi-Fi. Oh my god. Well, I had a close look where the Wi-Fi was, and it's really there. It wasn't like a Wi-Fi that was moved there to just gaslight me or anything, but there is really a Wi-Fi there. So I said to Mrs. DLR, "Oh, sorry, I would love to take this one because it's on ground floor, but the Wi-Fi is just right next to the bed heads." I said, "So if I sleep there every night, and if I'm not doing anything, you will be just there right next to it, and your brain, the millimeter waves emission, the frequencies you'll get, and long-term exposure of these it will give you a lots of neurological problem, skin problem, and stuff like that, and eventually cancer." And that's not according to me, that's according to Sir Joe Embriano and his website www.thefullertoninformer.com. You can double check that. Check his website and educate yourself on these silent weapons that they use on us, okay? Okay, so anyway, moving on, segue. Okay, so and then we went upstairs. Upstairs there are 4 bedrooms upstairs. One is for them, Mrs. DLR and her husband. Um, it's with ensuite their room, and the other 2 rooms are available, and the other one, middle room, is actually also available, but it's not for rent because she told me that sometimes her son and daughter from Brisbane, or her other daughter and son from Sydney, because she has 4 children, 2 in Brisbane and 2 in Sydney. They come and visit her sometimes, so she had to keep the middle room vacant. And she said that it's their first time to let someone rent the room. Okay. So we checked the two other rooms. The one room is actually facing the outside, the main in front of the house. So and she told me that most of the next door is actually Indian female, single Indian female, and on the right hand side of her house, the neighbors are all Filipinos in Woodcroft. Okay, that's what she told me. And she also told me that downstairs they have a granny flat, a small granny flat, and we actually checked it. And she showed it to me, and she said that one female Filipina, 58 years old Filipina, renting that granny flat at the back of their house, and she showed that to me. Okay, and the rent is $250 per week, and that includes utilities and internet. So I was thinking, and also the stairs, like it's not really that I don't know how many steps the stairs. It's not really that high, or I think the one in Perwater before was a bit more steps to go upstairs than that one. Yeah, so and the thing that I like was that when I asked her if sometimes my daughter Sharon can sleep over like once a month and stuff like that. And she said, yeah, it's okay. And the one thing I also like is that I can pay her via bank transfer. Okay? She seemed nice. She said she doesn't want any trouble. Okay, dear handler. Even yesterday, yeah, your minion in Dunside mentioned that to me, that she doesn't want trouble. I don't want trouble too, unless you make trouble for me. Then I have to document it. And also, her husband said to me that he doesn't want any man. Like, and I said, I don't have a man. It's for the last 20 years. I don't have a man in my life. And I've already made a video recording of my honey traps since I was in the Philippines. Since the day I went to high school, I already made a video of my honey traps, love interest. Okay, so he said that, like, he said something. Of course, I know it was all part of the script. You've instructed them what to say. And the husband was saying, "Oh, I don't want any man." Mm-hmm. Oh dear. So yeah. Okay, and so she said she doesn't want any trouble, and so do I, dear handler. Okay, I know these are all your minions. I'm in a paradigm. I just have to do this hyper game theory, inspect all the rooms and everything like that, just to function and survive. Okay, because after all, I still have to live by targeting life, isn't it? Okay, so and then what else? Okay, that's the one. That's the last room that I inspected today. In Woodcroft in Conjula Place. No, not that's the first one today, and the last one was this at 4 p.m. I went to Dunside. I met these two minions of yours, students. They said they're student visa, so I don't know. Pam and Clarice. Okay, they showed me the room, and wow. She told me that the room will be available on the 18th of July. You think that's coincident? I don't think so. Okay. So, and they told me that both of them are on the lease. Okay. And lots of conversational scenario. They're asking me what is my job, and I was telling them I'm doing catering and cleaning, and they were like kind of saying, "Oh, can you also give me a job, cleaning?" your script dramas and everything. And I said to them, oh, you're more richer than me. I almost said to them, you got a part-time job. Like that, they just showed up there to entertain me and show me the room. Probably they have $100 each of them. You have millions of funds for this satanic program, Australian Security Intelligence Organization. Millions of funds for this satanic program of yours. Yeah, your boss are the Illuminatis. Yeah, that's the reality. Taxpayers' money. And and by the way, dear handler, sometimes like I don't feel bad at all when sometimes I do cash on hand house cleaning because I'm your guinea pig. Yeah? The funds that you use for your mind control victims, non-consensual victims, and targeted individuals, yeah, taxpayers' money. All of these six intelligence agencies, I don't know, according to Dr. Eric Karlstrom or Dr. John Hall, the CIA or the NSA, they have like $170 billion annual budget funds for this satanic program. Imagine we have six intelligence agencies in Australia. How much in each agency? I will do my research later. If the Google search will give me the right answer in the GPT chat, because this Google is also a bloody Illuminati enterprise. Anyway, 16 minutes. Okay, so yeah, lots of conversational scenario with these perps, these students, Pam and Clarice. But anyway, just go with the flow. And what else? Message to handler. Okay, I already said this. Paradigm. If I will talk to someone who is not plugged in as a perp, minion, it can disrupt their evil supercomputer technology, according to DOD whistleblower Brian Chu. I'm aware that these are all of your minions, okay? I'm aware of that. Hypergame theory, a never-ending theory, according to DOD whistleblower Brian Chu. If you play chess, you can end the game. If you play Monopoly card, if you play Uno cards, you can end the game. If you play solitaire cards, you can end the game. But with hypergame theory, it's forever until this program, until your evil technology give me cancer, until the day I die, you will get the last brain frequency wave from my brain until until the last day you murder me or whatever. Yeah, if you're going to give me a natural death with the cancer with your technology, that's how it is, and I accepted it. Number one, in order to move on, is acceptance, and I accepted it. And that's for my handler. And to the surveillance team, surveillance team, I know what you've been doing again. My daughter just sent me a long message, but I will not discuss. It's gonna be a separate one. But I'm thinking maybe I will leave it for now, not to analyze the mind control text from my daughter, because I know you have to probably guess again, gauge again, assess again my synaptic emotional response, because I have to give you a response statistics, right? I don't want to give you the same what you call this one, the same respond every time, because maybe you're thinking, oh, the surveillance team handler will tell the surveillance team, okay. But I'm thinking it was from my Dora, but the text is the texts are triggered thought in impulse injection, which means to say that while she was texting me, it's not her, it's you doing it. Your supercomputer in the Hive Mind team. That is called impulse injection. Okay, while writing. Unbelievable. She's already. I mean to say, I can also acknowledge that I am still mind control. I am mind control victim, of course I am. But the only thing, the only good thing is that I'm awakened and I'm trying to learn more about your evil technology, and I'm trying um to like learn more about defense, like reading your active memory, things like that, or reading your active memory, what is a triggered thought, things like that. Like like if you're going to let's say if you're going to the hive mind team, or the supercomputer is going to block my active memory, and inject falsified or fabricated memory, like let's say eating rice. Well, it will not work with me because my will is 110% no rice, right? So you're not going to do that, correct? Hive mind team and handler. So so I'm just thinking, like, okay, like I explained that to my mom as well last night. Like if I'm going to let's say if I'm going to have lunch, what will be my lunch? Let's say I'm at home, and you cannot hijack or block my subconsciousness, my active memory. Active memory means to say that is the thought, that is the action you're going to do next, okay? Your thought process, okay? That's the active short-term memory. And when you block that with a falsified fabricated memory, that rice, it won't work out because I will not eat rice. Well, no rice, no pork, no KFC. The reason why I'm awakened with the KFC is I've watched the video, and if I have time this week, I will make a video from a call for an uprising about KFC, about the, I think, is it from call for uprising, or no, from RSA. It's another independent media truther, RSE. That's his name on YouTube. He actually exposed the breakdown the KFC commercial, like the I don't know, the witchcraft that comes with it, the lots of stuff, the witchcraft, the ritual, stuff like that. It got something to do with Satanism, as usual. Oh, too much, man. And then, and also the McDonald's, it's a processed food, so I don't want to say anything about, like, oh, are we eating what you call it, human, like, the, because as you know, like, in history, in human history, there were people who are eating human meat, and we called them carnivorous, correct? So yeah, no more KFC. I will not support those Freemason, Satanist, Illuminatis enterprises. No more Starbucks and stuff like that. Yeah. So I got 7 more minutes. Okay. And also the last one, the last update with my inspection, the room, the one tomorrow. I have one tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock, but I will message Jay that I will not go ahead because the reason is that, okay, the reason is that no Wi-Fi. I mean to say, like, oh, like, you might thinking she's double standard. What she's talking about, frequencies, millimeter waves. I mean, we still need technology, like this phone. Like, I can use this for raising awareness. Yeah, about the Agenda 21 depopulation program, raising awareness about your mind control technology and stuff like that, right? So that, for all of you guys, if you have a Wi-Fi at home, according to Sergio Embriano, if you can manage to have something like ADSL, like modem, use modem instead of wireless, then do that, right? Yeah, something like that. So what else? Yeah, that's the only thing. So I still need to survive because my phone with Telstra is only 50 gigabytes, and I use a lot of like when I'm I'm watching to a lot of YouTube channels, Dr. Eric Carlstrom, Dr. John Hall, A Call for an Uprising, RSE, Ramola D, Dr. Catherine Horton, and old videos from the late Dr. CIA, DARPA whistleblower, Dr. Robert Duncan, like that. So I need the Wi-Fi. Now, if you have a Wi-Fi at home, if you're not using it from 10 o'clock because you have to go to bed, then switch it off. That's the remedy for that. You have to switch it off. Anyways. So, dear handler, thank you for all your minions, landlords, and it is more likely that I will go for Madam DLR, Miss DLR, the one in Woodcroft. Reason for that is I already mentioned it anyway. Yeah, it's close to Blacktown. It's close to my clients that you've given me, and my daughter is allowed to sleep over once a month, and I can pay via transfer, bank to bank. Okay, because that's what you made me. You made me paranoid in everything. It's not with payment. It's not being paranoid. Like if you give money to someone, or if you give money to someone, of course you ask them to receive it. Most especially I'm a targeted individual. I always want to have it. I always wanted it documented or evidence. Correct? Anyway. So that's all for the second part of my TI update and updates with my daughter Justine. I've contacted my cousin in Vancouver because when Justine went to Vancouver, she met up with her, and of course the surveillance team and my handler knew about this one because they know everything I do online, all of my online activities. They know all of my contacts on my email, on my phone, SMS. I actually even called the Australian embassy in Vancouver, and it was an Indian, I don't know, consul or staff there in Vancouver. I don't actually even know if the call was diverted to. Because you are God, you can do everything, you can do anything you want. Yeah. And so, and I tried to call the number of Justine, but it goes straight to voicemail as usual. Maybe that was also, by the surveillance team. Oh, anyways, if you think, Hive Mind team and their handler, if you think you can get me emotionally drained in everything because for my daughters, no, 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 no. I accepted my fate, and another one. I have to say this before it turned 30 minutes. If anything happens to my daughter Justine in Alberta, Canada, wherever in Canada, Australian Security Intelligence Organization, along with the Canadian Security Intelligence Service, you are part of that. You are responsible of that. Okay? Anything that happens to my daughters, and that also includes Sharon here in Australia, in Marrickville. You are responsible if anything happened to one of my daughters, two of my daughters. Anyway, that's all, guys, for the updates. God bless everyone, to all the targeted individuals, Australia, and to all of the minions. I rant sometimes, but I don't hate you guys. You are not part of the team. You are part of the plan. Targeted individual, Australia, Pearly Gardener. That's my YouTube channel.